2016. Nuclear terrorism in Saudi Arabia kills 6 million and cripples the world's oil supply. 2017. The joint US-European missile shield goes live. The world celebrates the end of nuclear warfare. The stage is set. Now the world's leading supplier of oil and natural gas, Russia spends billions on the biggest arms buildup since the Cold War. The European Federation is created with a population and GNP greater than the US. 2020, America begins assembly of the Freedom Star military space station. The end has begun.
Calling the Balkans an anarchy of failed states, President Becerra blamed the European Federation for abandoning the region.
Unable to guarantee access to petrol, the governments of...
Colonel Maldini, Europa is under attack by forces unknown. An unregistered cargo ship ran aground on the coast of what used to be Croatia, then offloaded a dozen or more T-80 tanks that are now firing upon the missile shield uplinks we maintain across the border, in the lawless zone. I have ordered regular infantry units stationed at Fort Turun to repulse the attack and...
Colonel Maldini has logged onto Overlord. Data stream is secure. Camera on Zircon. Gunships designated Unit 1. Unit 1 cleared to engage Hostile 1 displayed on HUD.
Understood and confirmed. Oui, Central. Happening. Starting attack. We are scoring damage. In transit, Central.
Unit 1 cleared to attack Hostile 1.
In transit, Central. We won't let you down, Central. Confirmed. In transit.
Excellent. Hostile destroyed. Uplinks Bravo and Foxtrot under attack. Designated BNF on mission radar.
We are scoring damage. We won't let you down, Central. That's a kill. In transit, Central.
Unit 2 entering mission area.
We won't let you down, Central. Confirmed. In transit. We will do it.
Good work. Second hostile destroyed.
Understood and confirmed. Oui, Central. Happening. On the move, Central. Understood and confirmed. Hostiles taking hits.
This is Tungsten. Hostiles taking damage.
Hostile 3 still operational. Let's take care of them.
Confirmed. In transit. Engaging the enemy.
Tungsten here. Engaging hostile.
Massive detonation at the cargo ship. They've blown it up. Well done, Colonel. Hostile 4 still operational. Unfinished business.
Zircon here. Hostiles taking hits. That's a kill.
Tungsten here. Do it by the book, Central.
Confirmed. In transit. Affirmative. Confirmed.
Excellent work, Colonel. Hostile force still operational. Unfinished business.
This is Zircon. We need a kill. Zircon here. Starting attack. Confirmed. In transit. Affirmative. Confirmed.
All hostile armor destroyed. Uplinks are secure.
This is High Command. What is the extent of damage to the ship?
The destruction is total, General. It's still burning.
I want a full investigation of the wreckage. We need to know who is behind this attack. Until we do, details of this mission are to be considered classified. High Command out.
In just a few minutes, the Freedom 4 will launch into orbit on its mission to complete the Freedom Star, America's first manned space defense station.
Tens of thousands took to the streets of Paris to protest the imminent launch of America's orbital battle station. Despite the outcry, the US president has vowed the launch will go forward as scheduled.
That we're going to launch this thing, there's no stopping us. Wait a minute, wait. I think we've heard some explosions.
Mayday! Perimeter breach north of the launch pad. Multiple vehicles opening fire!
Colonel Taylor, Kennedy's Space Center is under attack by unknown forces. All we do know is they've got serious military hardware. I'm putting you in charge of the JSF units we had on routine standby for launch security. The Space Center's defense force will do their best, but without our help, they don't stand a chance. Whoever these vermin are, we can bet they've come here to destroy the Freedom 4 lifter. I don't think either one of us wants $35 billion deducted from our paychecks, Colonel. So wipe them out before they touch it.
Colonel Taylor taking the helm. Data stream secure. Camera on IFV platoon traveler. Designated Unit 1. The Freedom 4 is taking fire, sir. The mission support display shows how many reinforcements are available, as well as total remaining reserves. Use Unit 1 to engage Hostile 1. Fastback IFVs will shred gunships. Hostile forces attacking from the northeast and northwest. The number of reinforcements that can be airlifted onto the field increases over time. done, sir.
Mitchell here. The hostiles launched their attack from a cargo ship that ran aground about 2 clicks north of the Space Center. Whoever's behind this had resources and lots of prep time. You've inflicted heavy losses on them. Keep it up. We've got another wave inbound. Mitchell out.
You got it.
Schwarzkopf tanks are more than a match for IFV transports.
Copy that. Outbound. This is Traveler.
Check Unit 2. They'll get shredded. Check Unit 3. They'll get shredded.
Diamondback here. Roger. Moving. Roger. Yes, sir. Understood.
This is Thunder. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Copy that.
This is Diamondback. We are full strength. This is Traveler. Yes, sir. On the double. Engaging the enemy. Moving out. Yes, sir. This is Diamondback. Roger, moving. This is Traveler. Holding in position. Yes, sir. Understood. You got it. Yes, sir. Rack and ball. Looks easy, sir. This is Diamondback. Starting our attack.
Check Unit 3. They'll get smashed.
Traveler here. Enemy is taking damage. Yes, sir. Understood. One eagle down. This is Traveler. That is a kill.
This is Thunder. In motion, sir.
Copy that. Outbound. Copy that. Engage. This is Diamondback. Roger. On the move. Yes, sir. Understood. Roger. Moving.
Thunder here. All room is ready.
On the way. Affirmative. Okay, sir. It's your call. This is Diamondback. Waiting for orders.
Thunder here. Engaging hostiles.
Diamondback here.
This is Thunder.
Wipe them out.
Check Unit 1. They're outmatched.
This is Diamondback. Hostiles are in range, so we are engaging. Roger. Moving.
Thunder here. Starting our attack.
This is Diamondback. We have one eagle down. This is Traveler. We've lost a roller. Traveler here. We've lost a roller.
Good job, Colonel.
Roger that. Yes, sir. Roger that. This is Diamondback. Double time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you say so. Starting our attack.
Check Unit 3. They're at risk.
Yes, sir. Moving out. This is Traveler. In position and holding.
This is Thunder. Easy picking, sir.
This is Traveler. Engaging hostiles. This is Traveler. On the way.
Thunder here. Yeah. Disengage.
Traveler here. Hostiles are taking damage. Diamondback here. Destination reached.
Thunder here. Starting our attack.
Incapacitated units are out of the fight and cannot move. I'll order CADs back automatically.
This is Traveler. We're dead meat here. Send evac.
Check Unit 1. I've requested extract.
This is Argus. Bound to extraction. Yes, sir. In transit.
This is Diamondback. We have 2 eagles down.
All hostiles destroyed. Freedom 4 is secure.
Mitchell here. The situation is bigger than we knew, as in global. The European Federation and Russia are under attack as well.
By the same hostiles, General? Who are these people?
Unknown. But if they aren't afraid to make enemies of 3 superpowers on the same day, they're capable of just about anything. I'll be coordinating Homeland Defense operations. Expect new remote command assignments inside 5 minutes.
Of course, General. We'll be ready.
Breaking news of fighting between American and European forces in the streets of Copenhagen.
Responded to an anonymous tip that American spies were about to kidnap Defense Minister Pela.
Colonel Madini, 40 minutes ago, the United States of America crashed Copenhagen's uplink network, invaded by air, occupied European soil, and initiated combat operations against our forces. Our first attempt to drive them from the city failed, but now we have units in position to mount a determined counterattack. IWCE will expend a satellite to recrash the city's uplinks. Your forces will secure and reboot the network. Once we have achieved electromagnetic dominance, the Americans will have no choice but to surrender or flee. Theirs was an act of unprovoked aggression, Colonel. Show no mercy to these invaders. That is all.
Colonel Maldini has logged on. Data stream secure. Operation Polonius is a go. Repeat, Polonius is a go. Enforce a rifleman on the ground. Designated units 1 and 2. Riflemen are best against combat drones and engineers. All that heavy equipment engineers carry makes them easy to gun down. Copenhagen's uplinks are offline. We need to secure and reboot more than half to establish signal dominance.
All squads upright.
Only infantry can secure uplinks. They are vulnerable in the open, so terrain must be used to provide cover.
Capture the uplink. Confirmed. Securing the uplink.
Transport fueled and ready to deploy.
Don't let up!
Check Bravo. We have secured it. Good job, Colonel. Securing uplinks boosts signal confidence. Lets us bring in reinforcements faster. We need to capture one more uplink to achieve our objective.
Confirmed. Grab the uplink.
Saber here. We're at full strength.
Check Unit 2. They're in danger.
Keep it light!
We secure uplink.
We're sorting them all over the field, brother. It's going well.
Right here. All squads upright.
This is it!
Check North
Let's
Quadrant.
take them!
Hostiles maneuvering.
Use that bus.
Eyes on
Don't get
JSF
over
combat engineers.
This is Saber. Securing uplink central.
Galileo, Argus deployed. This is Curie. Hunters on the ground.
Fire, and we have no cover.
Superb command and control. Check Lima. Uplink is secured. We can win by keeping our hold on these 2 uplinks, waiting for the network to come back online. Or we can go for the knockout punch and capture the final uplink. It's your call. We can't let the Americans capture another uplink.
Tacos here. All machines are cool. See, sort of them. Beginning our attack.
Central quadrant. Hostiles maneuvering. Eyes on. Worst off tanks.
This is Lydia. We are squad down. This is Lydia.
Check Unit 3. They're outmatched.
Understood here. All machines ready for action.
Hostiles are deploying. Eyes on V-120 Valkyrie.
Two machines aloft.
Check Unit 3. Suppressed by hostile action. Counter tanks easily outmatch IFV transports. Central quadrant. Hostile neutralized.
Falling back. Understood here. We'll do it by the book, Stefan. This is Táticas. We can't take much more. Understood here. All machines ready for action.
Check Unit 3. They're outmatched.
This is understood. We'll do it by the book, Stefan. Meeting you.
Incapacitated units are out of the fight and cannot move. Kazivac is on the way.
We've secured the building.
Understood here. Falling back.
Use Badger IFVs to shoot down hostile gunships. North quadrant. Hostiles maneuvering. Eyes on Blackfoot gunships. Check Unit 4. They're in trouble.
Understood here.
Check Unit 1. They're in trouble.
Let's here.
This is Bob. Drivers on board and be left off.
This is understood.
This is safe. The building is ours. Save us.
North quadrant. Hostile eliminated. Check Unit 4. They're getting nervous.
Extraction right now.
Check Unit 4. Extraction orders.
This is Victor. Inbound to extraction. This is Bob. Survivors loaded. Outbound.
Check North quadrant. Hostiles are deploying.
This is Victor. All survivors are loaded.
Hostiles moving. Eyes on Schwarzkopf tanks.
This is 99. Margin deployed.
On the move.
Check Unit 1. They're suppressed.
We're taking a lot of fire. We're in shambles. Sending you back.
Check Unit 1. Extraction requested.
This is Lydia.
This is the word. Inbound to extraction.
Mission accomplished. Copenhagen network back online. We have complete signal dominance.
This is High Command. Cease all combat operations. The Americans have accepted my offer. They will release Minister Poulet in exchange for safe passage back to their troop carriers in the North Sea.
But General, with the network back online, we could vector in strike fighters.
For the moment, it is prudent to be merciful, Capitaine. We shall see how long this moment persists.
With the smoke still settling in Copenhagen, the US and Europe have stopped just short of declaring war.
President Becerra still claims evidence of a conspiracy to destroy the Freedom Four, an accusation President Perot calls preposterous. Both leaders have agreed to meet for talks next week on neutral ground in London.
Meanwhile, the Freedom Four's rescheduled launch is set to go forward tomorrow morning.
Good evening, Colonel Savinov. I assume it is obvious to you that I arranged the Forgotten Army's attacks on April 4th and also the incident in Copenhagen. These actions were a service to our motherland. How much longer do you think we'd have before the US and Europe found an excuse to ally against us, to take our oil? Realpolitik demands that we spark a war between our enemies before this can happen. Copenhagen took them to the brink. Tonight you will have the honor of pushing them over. Your forces will be disguised as Forgotten Army terrorists. Your objective is to capture a majority of the Rovaniemi air base's uplinks and upload a data virus codenamed Stiletto into Europe's missile shield network. If antiquated notions of morality prevent you from performing these duties, Colonel, simply speak up. I will have Major Noskov remove you from your command. Permanent.
Savilov is logged on. Data stream secure and untraceable. All forces disguised as Forgotten Army terrorists.
We are in position. Noskov did good job with disguise. We look so much like terrorists, we fool ourselves.
Rovaniemi's uplink network has been crashed. Mission objective is to secure and reboot more than half of uplink so we can upload Stiletto virus. Reinforcements are limited. Make sure we use them correctly. As soon as we secure an uplink, we can upgrade it to let us order in airstrikes. The hostile engineers defending this uplink are in cover. We will need riflemen to take care of them.
Okay, double time. Grab uplink gun, of course.
Movement here. We are full strength. Dead trap here. All squads hungry.
This is Mastodon. All peace. No problems.
Secure the uplink, of course.
Waiting for orders.
This is Wolfman. We are full strength.
Center quadrant. Hostile sighted. Eyes on cheetah gunships.
Good shooting,
This is
comrade!
Mastodon here.
Tortas here. Fall back. Affirmative.
Grizzly here. We are full strength. We'll capture uplink.
Dead trap here. Under fire, no cover. Movement here. We are in cover.
I cracked your shoulder!
Fall back.
Use the cover as you find it!
Dead trap here. Grabbing uplink. This is Wolfman.
This incapacitated hostile will evacuate unless you order a second attack to finish it off.
I told you!
Check V. We secured it. Now let's upgrade it with an encrypted data feed so we can target airstrikes in this place. Stiletto virus is uploading.
We are brothers today. Watch out for each other today. Whatever.
This is Wolfman.
full strength.
Check Alpha. It's being taken by hostiles.
Go!
Okay, we are moving. Affirmative, Colonel. Okay, we are moving.
This is Mastodon. All beasts, no problems. My friends, let us communicate.
This is Wolfman. We are full strength. Da, on the way.
Stealth fighter standing by for target coordinates.
This is Grizzly. Moving, Colonel. Of course, Colonel. Da, board cockroaches.
Hostiles sighted. Eyes on Badger IFVs.
Get ready!
This is Wolfman.
Get ready to drive into them!
Affirmative. We move now. Affirmative.
This is Strike Command. You're patched into us.
Ready for bloody business!
This is Mastodon.
Check Unit 4. They're in trouble.
Mastodon here.
Cram some infantry into cockroach IFVs and they'll move faster than on foot.
Tortas here. Okay, we are moving.
This is Mastodon.
Tortas here.
Mastodon here.
Check Unit 4. Suppressed by hostile action.
They crush us!
Incapacitated units are useless to us, but I will try to evacuate them automatically.
This is target. Moving to evac.
Tortas. We are engaging now. This is Tortas.
This is Grizzly. We are full strength. We open fire at the enemy now.
This is Sergei. Survivors loaded.
This is Grizzly. Hostiles have 2 squads down. Okay, we move. Da, no problem. Grizzly here. Affirmative.
Check center quadrant. Hostiles moving. Eyes on Panther tanks.
This is Sergei. We made it. Heading home.
They wipe us out!
Check Unit 1. They're in trouble. Check Zoo. It's being taken by hostiles. Hostile destroyed.
We will do this.
We're in the open! This is crazy!
We have lost squad. Grizzly here.
Check Unit 5. Bad odds.
This is Tortas. They have us in crosshairs. This is Tortas. We are like corpses. We need evac, please.
This is Tanker. You have over now. This is Diva. Moving to evac.
Infantry and buildings have longer range. If the reticle's range number is green, it will have to move to attack.
This is Grizzly. They rip our throats. Okay.
Good devil wolves and their sheep.
This is Wolfman. We are full strength.
Center quadrant. Hostiles in motion. Eyes on Enforcer rifle platoon.
This is Diva. Survivors loaded. This is Hustler. Locked on target.
Look, there is enemy. He is coming back for us.
Hostiles moving. Eyes on Enforcer combat engineers.
This is Diva. We made it. Heading home.
Why did we start?
This is Warwitch. We are full strength. Affirmative. Engage hostiles.
This is Bison. All beasts running smooth.
This is Grizzly. They have crushed us. Bear trap here. In cover.
Center quadrant. Hostiles in motion. Eyes on cheetah gunships.
This is blowback. Locked on target.
Rock and roll! Come on, kill them! We are wasting time!
This is their trap.
Check Unit 5. Bad odds. Check Unit 1. They are outmatched.
This is the moment.
Right. All beasts is running. We are scoring kills.
Check Unit 3. They'll get butchered. Check Unit 4. Bad odds.
Big choppers, like wood.
Check Unit 5. Losing effectiveness.
This is Clay Command. Your patch detour.
Center quadrant. Hostile neutralized.
This is Woolwich. We are dying. Send evac or we die. Their trap here. The building is ours.
Bison here. They have smashed the beast.
This is their trap. All squads hungry.
They wipe us out.
Check Unit 4.
Fight well.
They're messing themselves. Howler gunships smash tanks. No problem.
This is Morris. Evac complete.
We will all die here.
This is target. Survivors loaded. This is blowback. Locked on target. This is Dimitri. Moving to evac. This is their trap.
Glory of motherland, come
We have taken the building. This is Morris. Evac successful. Heading home.
You're doing good! Let's help you combat!
This is Dimitri. Survivors loaded.
Come on,
This is target.
it cannot fly
Made it.
forever!
Heading home. Disengage. As you say. This is Dimitri. We made it. Heading home.
Reinforcements ready to deploy.
We are going to die in open country! Kill them all! Move! Enforcers down! Maintain fire! They are running ahead!
Hostiles in motion. Eyes on Enforcer combat engineers.
The building is
They
ours.
are jumping all over us! Die, you dog! Die! Come on! Do it!
Movement here.
Get ready for
Full
bloody
strength.
business!
Da, on the way. Affirmative.
Oh! Come, comrades. I see fools in need of education.
We should stick infantry in cover where they will bleed less.
Da, on the way.
I'll be right
This
with
is
you
Tango.
every step of the
You
way.
are recorded now.
Patrol!
Check West Quadrant. Hostiles are on the move. Eyes on AMZ-26 infantry fighting vehicles.
The armed cover.
Fight for it!
Affirmative.
Fight well!
Uplink network is back online. Stiletto virus uploaded to European missile shield satellites, working its magic on launch recognition algorithms.
Headquarters here. A fine job. Let us see America and Europe avoid a war now. When the fighting begins, I fear we will have no choice but to assist our American comrades in their crusade against Europe.
It is finally coming true, General.
We live in interesting times, Noskov. Interesting times.
We are just seconds away from this morning's rescheduled launch of the Freedom 4. The crew looked calm and relaxed as they boarded the lifter on their mission to complete America's mighty Freedom Star.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7. We have main engine start. 5, 4,
3, 2, 1, and liftoff of the Freedom 4, writing a new chapter of security in space for the United States of America.
Sadness that I address you here this morning. At 7:45 a.m., we experienced a national tragedy when the Freedom 4 lifter exploded.
My fellow Americans, we will never forget this morning, how they climbed skyward only to be struck by a thunder that split the clouds and woke the world. We stand at DEFCON 1, ready for action.
The motherland will not wait for Europe beyond belief.
Our fury is righteous. Our will is clear.
Whatever the cost,
we did not start this war.